This is a tarot card reading for the zodiac sign Aquarius for the month April 2021. I will start with the past and then I will talk about situations you're in at present and then about the future. This is a general reading, so please only take what resonates. And please like and subscribe or leave a comment if you like. Starting with the past, I see that you were quite inspired, or you had a project that you wanted to do, you had some work that you really looked forward doing. I think you had it was either a very creative thing, or it was also it was definitely something you really loved doing, and you were good in as well. It can also be something with communication, but I think it was something that you really loved doing, and I think it also maybe involved spiritual development. You had the Page of Pentacles, so this was something you hold in your hands and it is really precious to you. You really wanted to work this out. You really wanted to do this, and I think that you were maybe a bit indecisive in the past about if you could do this, or if this is just something that you like doing, that you really wanted to do, but that you maybe couldn't do. You thought maybe you couldn't work it out, I think. But it was really precious to you, this idea, something that got to you that you really wanted to do. And I see that throughout the reading. I have the Wheel of Fortune, so I think it really somehow, it went slow, I think, but you really got the courage to do more and more this thing that you wanted to do. Or maybe you also dare to open up more to your spirituality, and to also trust it, to have more courage as well to do the things that you wanted to do. I think it is really something, it's spiritual. This has the infinity symbol on its head. It's also something that you had to conquer for yourself. You needed to really admit to yourself. I think you needed to admit something to yourself, that you really could do this work, or you could do this. You had it in you. You needed to get your strength together to show it to people around you as well, that this is something that you had, this is something that you could do, and you really worked on that. You also, it comes together with also another spirituality. It's with somebody that you met in your life, because it lays next to the Two of Cups. So there was some romantic relationship as well that hang together with this spirituality. There was a change in life, I think, a change in lifestyle, a change in the things you wanted to do, and you were considering things in a different way. You have the Eight of Pentacles, so that was like working on this thing. And I think you just kept working on it. Like with the Wheel of Fortune, it came like this is like the Wheel of Fortune is turning like in your favor. So but it is not only like it's giving you gifts or anything. It's like it's turning because it's doing the things that are good for you. It's offering the things that you need in your life. You needed to get stronger. You needed to get confident to do this thing. You needed to get confident to see that you had this in you, and maybe you and also if you met someone that was a person that you were meant to be with, that was a person that you were meant to meet. So you were working on something that you had some experience with in the past, and you picked it up again. So you looked at it and you picked it up and started to do something with it. Something that I believe, maybe this is already this coin from your past that you had to admit that this was in your life, this coin. You can also see it like, yeah, you know, you had this coin here, and then you pick up the coin and you're working on it again. So you're doing something else with that coin that you thought in the past was the coin that would stay the coin, if you know what I mean. You have the King of Swords, so it's like, yeah, it's clear to you. It's clear where it was in the past. It was clear to you, this is the path to follow, this is what I'm going to do, this is how it's going to look like. I think you took action, and I think you were like, you have a plan, and then you really want to work it out. And it lays also next to the Star and to the Ace of Swords, so there was a new beginning. In your alignment, something you're aligned with, something that caused you to transform, you were willing to have this spiritual transformation. You were ready for it. And now you, at present, you have the Lovers. But I think this person wasn't ready. They were not ready for the spiritual transformation. There was a big attraction. You really very much liked that. You liked them, and they really liked you. And yeah, you really had a very good time with each other. You also have this card, Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. That is like you had a very good time and everything was well, because you were maybe not thinking too much. But if you see, there's also a third person in this card. Now that can be that maybe you or the other person was already in a relationship, and then they met someone who was really, they felt really very much connected to. I think that it was not an easy situation. So I think as long as it was nice, as long as you were like, everything is fine, you just have a good time, and then there was no problem. I think when you started to think about it, what is this? And was this a relationship, or where did this go to? Then it was something else. But you have the High Priestess, so this person, I think it is you, who has developed these several sides from themselves. They are seeing that all. They have gone into depth, into looking at what they want, and try to combine the light and the dark sides, and the left and the right hand, if you know what I mean. It's like the yin and yang, and or maybe even with that person, they are looking for some kind of balance or harmony, or accepting things, accepting the situations as they are. And I think it's also maybe, it is something that happened, something they realized. I think you realized, you are in this spiritual growth. And with that comes also, I think, the whole situation of the thinking about what this relationship is going to develop into. I think I can see that you are also very different people. The person you are with, it could be a Leo, but it can be, I'm also saying that because that's the opposite sign. It can be that you are opposites from each other, that you are very different. This card is saying keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. But I think there was some kind of burden, otherwise you wouldn't have the Ten of Wands in this relationship. So, and I believe for very few of you, that is that there is still a third person in here. So there is maybe somebody still from a relationship in there. It can also be a third thing, too many activities or attention to something else. It can be not making up their minds about what they want, or not being able to commit. It can also be that that is you, that you don't want to commit to this relationship because you are very different from each other. You have the Two of Cups, so it is like, yeah, when you are together, you're really strong together, you are a team, you really like each other, and yeah, it is really good. And then it's also, you feel secure, and yeah, you feel happy with each other. But you can see that this is like, yeah, you're just having a chat and you're having a drink and you just have a good time. But you also, I think it's also related to you being more spiritual, and that person is not there yet. You have maybe developed quicker than they did, quicker into some spirituality, and maybe they're even afraid of it. But there is something that causes this thing to be really a stressful situation. I think it is that they are not seeing yet. They can't see how to be together with you. They can't see how they can't. Yeah, they are just not on as far as they are not on the point where you are, which are how you have developed. Yeah, if you know what I mean. So they really need the time. I can see that in the near future as well. They need more time to come together with you. I think that you know for yourself what you feel and your spirituality, and maybe they don't understand that. Maybe there is a misunderstanding, maybe something went wrong. I think something went wrong because you feel both like you can't be together. But it's also just stress that doesn't have to be there. You have the Star card, so that's the Aquarius card as well. But it is like, it's something that you really want to, you really wished for, you really wanted to do this project, and I think you're going to do that. So you have a new beginning. I think you have maybe had a job offer. You maybe have like a work coming that is like, it is maybe a bit different as well as what you expected it to be, but you are going to really be happy that you have something new coming, and that there is like a big change. It can also be that the person you are with doesn't like that change. It is involved with a lifestyle change, I think. Something that is going to be different of how you used to come together, of how you used to be together, or how you were to this person. I think, sorry for the noises on the background. So I think you had a new beginning. I think there was a new lifestyle, or maybe this new work that you were going to do involved maybe working with different people, maybe also involved looking different and doing things in a different way. Now I think that was also maybe involved this spirituality or spiritual work, or working with people, that the person you are with, I think that they can't see what you're doing, or how much that there is involved, or how much it has changed you. I think you feel misunderstood, or you don't feel understood. I think that they have said or done something that that something has gone wrong in this coming together, in this being together. In the near future, you have the Five of Cups, so that's why I'm saying it. These cups are kicked over. It's not anymore as it used to be. These two cups are not perceived anymore. So somebody feels like, I think it's the person you are with, doesn't feel like they come can be to you with you as you were together. They don't see how to come to the castle, to you. They can't see that there is still a bridge. They only have to go over that bridge, and then you can just come together again. I think that, yeah, as I said before, I think this person is not as far as you. They need much more time somehow to develop, to get to the point, to where you are, to understand you. And that is because you have the Hanged Man. So they, I think that they really need the time to realize what you mean to them, really. And I think they have found you attractive. They really wanted to be with you. I think that they didn't know why, and they didn't know what it really was that they felt for you. So I think that they need to be left alone for a while to realize how important this relationship is to them, to see what they really want from this. And so that will be uncomfortable in the future, in the near future. So I believe for some of you it is going to be a bit uncomfortable, and I think that you both are coming into a moment, maybe there is a real separation, and where you really feel that there is no way anymore to come together, that things have burned out, that things have gone out of proportion, or out of, that you just can't see anymore how to free yourself from this, or how to feel like this again. Or I think it's also for some of you, this person needs to disconnect from another person. Or if that is you, then you need to there are 3 cups in here, so it can also be if there is no decision made, then all the cups are over. And I think that is also for very few of you. If there is no decision made, then you can't move on with anything. So something needs to change, and somebody needs to also come to the realization of what this is, what you have with each other. I see that you come back together again, and that there are so many chances of you have all the tools, so to say, to be together and be happy again. This also has the infinity symbol, but it's also the strength card has that as well. So it's like you do have the strength as well to do this, but you have all the tools to do magic, so to say. And that is it's like the Wheel of Fortune, really, where things are happening because it is it is like magic. You don't know how it happens, but it does happen, and it brings you together again somehow, even if you didn't expect it. So those are that's the Magician, but it lays next to the 8 of Swords. So it's like I'm telling you, in the near future, there is no need to feel like you can't get back together, because all the other cards say, you do need to give it some time, I think. To give it some time, to give it a rest, to also so that everybody can realize what this is. Sometimes you need to give it some time so that people really have the time to also reflect on their own behavior, I think, and their own fears as well, and their own burnout, and what didn't they see here. So that in the future they come into action, and then it doesn't matter anymore that you are both different people. I can see that here you have the King of Cups, so I think that there is a new beginning with this King of Cups. This person has not moved away from you. This person is still there. and they hold this cup, so they still have a lot of love for you, and they are willing to understand you. They admire you, they really like it, the way you have gone for what you really wanted to go for how much you have changed your lifestyle, or for how much you have done to get to where you wanted to be. They admire you for that, and they will show their understanding for that in the future. So I think in the future you come together and there is some kind of understanding for each other, and still there is a lot of love. And so you have become this person who really, after all this work and the changes, and you had to conquer yourself and also your fears, but you become this, like you have everything you want to have in your life. So you have all the material things that you need and want in your life, but you also have the love in your life that you wanted. And I think that is also with this spirituality that you have, that you suddenly more and more developed in your life, and you're so much more aligned with yourself. And then you have this card. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay, Aquarius, this is what I have for you. Thank you very much for watching my video, and see you next time.